Hello, welcome to another Transformers review. I'm Jazzimus Rider, part of the Toku TF, and today we're taking a look at the Transformers Generations ThunderCracker. Like my news review styles, I'll be talking about a brief talk about him and every way he's been appearing in. And yeah, ThunderCracker claims the skies as his arena. He looks down in contempt on those who cannot leave the ground. He considers them lesser beings. He will often attack the flightless beings below him for no other reason. Now think about it. He attacks for no other reason. Decepticons do that anyway, but to me, ThunderCracker seems odd, just doing it for no other reason because they can't attack. It's understandable due to he's a Decepticon, but all in all, it's not fully understandable why he's doing it. Why he's doing it, if you know what I mean. Reasons, then just to satisfy him. He just does it to satisfy him. That's something that you don't really see a lot in Transformers these days, or mainly in Decepticons. They're doing stuff that satisfies them with more of their personality, and that they are who they are, and they will do what they want, kind of thing. But to satisfy his scorn, that's really interesting as well. A lot of people don't understand this. A lot of people really just take him as a generic, more of him appearing as G1 cartoon. But this personality that he actually has is really understandable and really shows what he's capable of. His superiority in this realm is only things he is sure of. ThunderCracker is not entirely committed to the Decepticons. Now that's something strange. He's a Decepticon, but he's not fully committed to the core or to the ranks of a con. That's really something really interesting, and is something that really brings out the figure. And it's something that you don't see in a lot of, like I said again, I don't know how many Decepticons we have that don't fully commit themselves to being a Decepticon, but at the same time, it's really nice to have that kind of feel to him. Because Decepticon cause, and even he has some seemingly contradictory sympathy for the humans. Now that's something. He has like some sympathy for a human, pretty much. That's what that pretty much means. He has some sympathy for humans, for our race, us. He has some sympathy. Well, I think it's kind of odd for a Decepticon like ThunderCracker to having sympathy for our race. And it also says here, sympathy for the humans they terrorize. They must mean that the sympathy for the humans that the Decepticons terrorize, because like part of his bio, or this bio I'm reading off Wiki, they mentioned that he isn't fully committed to the Decepticon cause, but yet he's a Decepticon, and yet he has sympathy to the humans that they terrorize. Some little bit of sympathy to the humans. Fear of retribution from Megatron and the influence of his peers is usually enough to bury these doubts. He fears the retribution from Megatron and the influence of his peers. His peers must be other Decepticons or the other Seekers mainly, like Starscream, Skywarp, and maybe the Coneheads as well, that could really bring out this kind of sympathy type thing. And for his peers, he's usually enough to bury these doubts. Regardless, he needs constant reassurance that he's where he needs to be. Sometimes his heart just not in the job. So, some of the key things with ThunderCracker. He's not fully committed to the cause of the Decepticons. He has sympathy for what the Decepticons cause due to the humans. He's got a little bit of sympathy for them, and he gains reassurance, and his heart's not always in the job. Right, that's something new. That's something really, really new. That his heart's not always in the job. And one of ThunderCracker's quotes from All Hail Megatron issue 12, think this is also going to be his motto, is, "These creatures were never worth the adversaries. The Decepticons are forged through combat, not slaughter." Now, saying that means he must be an old Decepticon then, when the Decepticon ranks were forged. All Seekers must be old then, like Cup age type. If he knows that the Decepticons were made to be forged, then to be forged then for combat, but not to slaughter. That is something really, 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 really interesting. Enough. ThunderCracker does appear in the G1 Marvel comic continuity, UK and American. He appeared in the Marvel G2 and the classics. He appeared in the cartoon. He appears in Fight Super Robot Lifeform Transformers comic. He appears in the Pack-In Flyers. He appeared in the Machine Wars toy bios. Well, his toy bio from Machine Wars. He has a Dreamwave comic. He was in Dreamwave. He was in the G.I. Joe versus the Transformers. And he was in the Transformers Legends. He was in the IDW continuity. And he's in Eternity. And he was voiced by his voice actor he was voiced by was John Stephenson and Wally Burr for War Dawn only in English. So his main voice actor is John Stephenson and Wally Burr only in War Dawn. His Japanese voice actor was Yutaka Shimaka. And yeah, and his other names in Transformers from the different countries are where it's going to get a bit funny. His Japanese name is Sandakuraka. Cracker. Kopda Tanari for French. Well, Canadian French by the looks of things, what means thunderclap. Velma for Hungarian, it's Velachmaksapas Lightning Strike. And this is the funny one. This is the funniest multi-language name I heard of the character for Italy, for Europe mainly. Vampiro. That means vampire. Take a look at him, guys. Take a look at ThunderCracker. Does he look like a vampire to you? Does he look like a vampire to you? in this mode or in robot mode, does he look like a vampire? Because if he was a vampire and we ended up using vampire for his name, or Vampire Cracker, or Thunder Vampire Cracker, or whatever, then we would have actually ended up, the Decepticons would have ended up lost. He would have became the new commander. He would have turned all of the Decepticons into his followers and turned all the Autobots into his followers. That is very, very stupid. Why call him a vampire? He doesn't look like a vampire. He doesn't act like a vampire. He is his own character, and he is his own belief, and he is his own understanding. But he's not a vampire. But Mandarin is. Well, there's 3 names in Mandarin, because we've got the China and the 2 Taiwan Mandarins. We've got the La Le, what means cracking thunder. Understandable name, Cracking Thunder. Does ring to his name being ThunderCracker. Then Lei Gong, meaning Duke of Thunder. I can see him being a Duke, though, of the element Thunder. Him being the Duke of Thunder is very, very nicely named. Well, Lei Gong. And then Jing Tang Le, meaning sky-shocking thunder. Yet again, understandable name, picks out the name very, very well, or very understanding. And then we got the Portuguese as Grande Trovo. And this was in the Portugal comics as Big Thunder. And then we got the Brazilian comics, that means destroyer, Arrasando. Sado. Okay. Then Russian, Gromovazik. That means thunder. Thunderer. Yeah, okay. So yeah, so you got a bit of him, you got a bit of why, and it went around about 12 minutes, this little intro, so this will probably be my longest Seeker review. Yeah, but still, I'll be mentioning the vampire thing again while I do the main part of this video, because that is a weird name, Italy. Come on, it's for all your Transformer fans in Italy who speak English and understand the meaning of the name Vampiro. Please comment down below why your country gave ThunderCracker the name Vampire. Because it's very, very awkward, and it doesn't suit the character indeed, because he's not a vampire, and his bio is not a description of a vampire. Because he's like one of the he's like a little sympathetic to the humans. He's like in between. He's like one of the weaker Decepticons, if you want to think about in personality and stuff like that. But all in all, we talked long enough now about ThunderCracker. Let's get on to the review, shall we? Well, not the review, the look at the toy now, shall we? So, here we have ThunderCracker in his robot mode. Let's take a look at it. It's a very, very beautiful robot mode. Indeed it is, and I really, really do love it. It's a typical repaint of the Starscream mode. If you've seen the vlog, this vlog is links to this part, but this part's going to be part of the ThunderCracker discussions, because I'm going to have a little transition between the intro to this and to this part. So this is a bit canon and non-canon. It's still in continuation, because continuity is always right. So having a vlog that is in part of the continuity is better. Like I said in the continuity when I was throwing out my figures, I literally ended up somehow losing one of those missiles that's somewhere in my room, and I do need to do a big clear out. But at the moment, due to my skull also has one missile, that's a different story, and plus it was for the opposite side anyway, I was able to borrow it, and yes, it doesn't look right, but we rarely see it anyway. And as you can see, he is a typical repaint of the Starscream mode. As you can see, we have got the red and white stripes going down the wing here, and we have got 2 Decepticon logos as well. We have got the red rubber nose cone and the 2 silver parts here, and some nice metallic blue that does fit in with the rest of the blue as well. We have got the nice black tail fins like ThunderCracker would have in the show and in the original G1 toy, with the same similar markings on them as we do see on the wings. We have got nice back tail, blue tail wings as well. The cockpit is very, very nicely detailed, and it is very, very nicely done as well. We've got the yellow transparent plastic there, and the nice outline for the cockpit around it as well. It really, really is nicely done. Underneath we have got, what would you say, landing gear, and you can see some of the robot parts of the figure anyway. As well. So, let's get to the transformation now, shall we? Transformation is really, really simple. If you know that, if you see my ramjet, if you see my thrust, and if you see my dirge reviews, it's pretty much the same basis. It's simple, it's really, really fun to do, and it's pretty much the same. Move those to the side. What next? Fold these up. It doesn't matter what step you do next at this stage. You can fold up these wings up first. Then you can fold up these wings. It doesn't really matter. It's all really personal preference how you like to transform the figure. But I like to do it how I just did it. Fold up the wings and fold up those. It really is mainly up to you, and that's all that matters. Pull down the legs. Fold the feet out. You can even leave the feet out for last if you wanted to, but still extend them is the next step after whatever way you do the wings. Always extend the feet next. But the feet you can leave to last. I like to do them after I extend the legs. Next, I like to extend the chest because you have to. And then rotate to the cockpit around and then pop it in. Close it up. Hands out. Back nose cone down. And for display purposes, I'll show you him wearing both missiles. So here we have Ramjet in his robot mode. Ramjet? No. ThunderCracker in his robot mode. So let's get on to his robot mode now, shall we? Robot mode is really, really nice. If you forget to fold up the landing gear, fold it up when you start the second part of the review. Note to self. And yes, that's not getting edited out. Might do, might not. Yeah, let's get back to them. Yeah. So yeah, the robot mode is really, really good as well. It looks really, really nice. We've got the main primary chest area that is dominant of silver. Hints of red up the top here, as you can see, and some hints of red around here as well. I don't know if you can see the red nicely, but it's really, really nicely done. We have got some little grey grey areas on the knees here. And we've got some hints of red on the arms. The face is painted in a nice silver with some nice red as well, and it really does look nice. The rest of the detail was fine as well. I would have loved to see some paint detail on the back here that has the similar wing design patterns as well, and some Decepticon logos. But that's what Red Pro Label's for. I could probably put some Decepticon logos there. But all in all, it's really, really nice. It's a typical repaint of the Starscream mold, and who knows, it's one that works. But anyway, let's get on to the the articulation. The articulation is like any standard Seeker. If you own any of these molds, it's pretty much similar to those. You've got the leg movement going forward and back motion. You've got the out and in motion. You've got the knee bend, knee joint that bends very well. You've got the leg articulation as well. You've got the head swivel that can go forwards and backs very, very nicely as well, but not fully. You've got the ups, and you've got the arm rotation that doesn't go all the way around because it's hindered by the wing. And you can got the in and out movement as well. And it's really, really, really goodly done, and really good detail on here as well. Really goes along with your main Seeker set. Now let's sit him next to his brothers. Let me just take off that missile. So yes, he's a damaged, like battle damaged, missing a missile type. So let's just compare him with his other brothers. Now, shall we? And here we have him next to his Seeker brethren. Leader Starscream and Skywarp next to him, and like I said before, these are going to be linked videos. So so pretty much any figure I will review that you see in this line here is pretty much, like I said in my thrust and all that. If I review Starscream, he'll be in the centre. If I review Skywarp, he'll be in the centre. Because I'm reviewing ThunderCracker, he's in the centre. And these two will have their links. If you watch this one, these two will have their links once their videos are put up. And these guys will have their links if I review him. They will have the annotations of these figures right here as we speak for those videos here. So yeah, so it's a pretty much mix and match. So you could literally finish watching one review and continue watching the others. Finish watching one review and then click the next. Whichever one I do end up having last will have a gathering, should I say, of all the Seekers, a big round table, should I say, and in a corner somewhere, or somewhere here, there'll be 6 slots in similar colours to those characters, and with their names, with the review titles for them. So pretty much the 6 Seekers will be appearing on the last of these Seeker reviews. But yes, like I said, I am back doing reviews. My reviews are going to be simply cut down with the title on video footage overlaid on the title overlaid. So the name of what I'm reviewing will be, it will say Jazzimus Rider Review and everything. And yeah, so pretty much I'm back, guys, and I'm hopefully glad you are enjoying my videos. And another thing is, please click on the adverts that appear on my videos. With those adverts, I can bring you more, I can buy more figures to review and more stuff to show you. And the more times you click on those, the more times I will get paid to do videos. I get paid for the adverts on my videos. So the more you show, the more I'll be able to get more figures to review. Yeah, because I can be able to pay for those figures and I can save up my normal work money, shall I say, for other things. And with YouTube, I can be continuing doing videos and using the money they give me to help pay for figures and that to review. And also, you forgot there's an also. Before I go, check out TokuTF forums. The link will be in the underbar. Check out the Facebook page. It will be also in the underbar. And listen to the podcast right here at the Jazz Productions channel. TokuTF has not been granted more than 15 minutes yet. But check my Jazzimus Rider channel for the TokuTF podcast. You hear me, folks? The TokuTF podcast. Hopefully we're going to continue it tonight. But anyway, like I said, check it out, and I'll see you next time for another Jazzimus Rider Transformers review. And check out my Toku reviews coming soon to the TokuTF channel. See you then, guys. Bye-bye for now.